Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendos, and Larson.
Also Cal.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. Found right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson, wherever podcasts are available. We're also on the Patreon, patreon.com/Steven Larson, which reminds me, I need to see if we have any new patrons for the day.
I hope so.
While I do that, Cal, is there anything that you would like to plug?
Hey, you guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, just go to Cal_Jack, spelled KL_JAK, and on Instagram, CalJack, KL_JAK_. There's 2 underscores for that. And then also, if you want to go to my Pro Wrestling Tees website, go to prowrestlingtees.com/CalJack, spelled the same way, KLJK. No C's.
Why?
Because we aren't average.
That's right. You got a lot of great designs over that Pro Wrestling Tee shop.
Thank you. My new green shirt just got pulled up. Woo! That's right. Think Grizz, think CalJack, which is kind of like think green, but think green. Anyway, yeah, that design's up on prowrestlingtees.com. I re-uploaded my white shirt because I didn't like how the image was kind of small in the shirt. But then when I looked at the image that they re-uploaded, it's still the same size. So now I just have the same shirt.
Exact thing.
Same exact thing. I'm sure they're just like, yeah, he gets what he gets.
They're generally pretty good over there with stuff.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They're pretty responsive. Ryan over there at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah,
he's on the ball.
Yeah, I'm not going to be hard on you, Ryan, but I just thought you might make the logo a little bigger. But, to each his own, I suppose.
I'm sure they get a lot of stuff coming in every day.
Yeah.
Also, we got to give some birthday wishes to the Matt Chat Hall of Famer, Maya Dope. Happy birthday, Maya. Maya shares a birthday, you said, with Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, today's Jeff Cobb's birthday.
Esteemed company.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not a bad person to share your birthday with.
Happy birthday, Maya.
Happy birthday. My birthday, it's really close to Dusty Rhodes' birthday.
Really?
Yeah. So he's like, Dusty has the same birthday, and I looked this up, as Ricochet as well.
Interesting.
So Ricochet and Dusty have the same birthday, like October 11th.
Yeah.
Mine's October 12th.
Oh, just the day after.
Yeah,
close.
but the thing is when I was in developmental, when like someone had their birthday, like they would shout it out, and then like everyone would be like, "Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday!" When my birthday came around, no one said a word to me, which kind of made me bummed out a bit. But whatever, I'm not. But what's ironic is I am wearing my American Dream shirt that has no affiliations with.
That's
Dusty
a great
Rhodes.
shirt. I love that.
Yeah, the people's food.
And you got that angry looking dog.
I know, it's like the Baron Corbin wolf kind of.
Yeah, it kind of is. It almost looks like it's rabid. It's got red eyes.
Yeah, this thing's terrifying.
It is. Is that a real pizza place?
Yeah, it's in Corvallis, Oregon.
Wow.
I went to college at the American Dream Pizza, baby.
That's an amazing
Look
shirt.
at, I want to put a dog in there, jumping up on the pizza. That's great stuff. I love it.
That's an amazing shirt. I love that shirt.
Baby, that's right.
I'm just wearing our $50 patron shirt because it was the first clean shirt I pulled out of my drawer today.
Oh, nice. I need to wear my Going Raw shirt. I'll wear it, but it's dated. It says 2018 on it. I need to get me one of them 2019 shirts.
Go back there and grab a shirt.
I'll grab one later.
Okay.
Right.
Programming note: we will be doing a Extreme Rules live stream this Sunday, starting at 3 p.m. That sound good? That work?
Nice.
3 p.m. Till the conclusion of the show. Look forward to hanging out with everybody watching the show. It could be good, maybe. On paper, there's some fun matches potentially.
Sure. Yeah.
But there could be a few duds too. I was going to ask you: do you share your birthday with anybody famous?
October 12th. I think Hugh Jackman.
Oh, okay.
I think Hugh Jackman and I have the same birthday, and my cousin has the same birthday as me.
Oh, that's interesting.
My cousin Johnny. And one of the kids I coached had the same birthday as me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a popular birthday then.
October 12th is kind of
Seemingly.
a popular birthday. 10-12, man.
My birthday is right in between my grandma's and one of my cousins.
Oh, nice.
So it's like right in between.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about NXT UK 205 Live. This is your first time going head first into the essentially for Steve and I the 3-hour network block.
Yeah.
That we watch. We typically try to get one of them in the back room in our streaming area Wednesday between shooting a bunch of stuff. we had a bunch of stuff going on, so we didn't get that opportunity. What are your thoughts overall on the network shows?
Oh, I love them. I think they're great. I actually I wasn't sure about NXT UK because I've never really watched an episode. But then actually when I watched it, I actually enjoyed it more than the NXT episode.
Wow.
I know, which is weird, but I really like that main event on NXT UK with the Hunt and the Gallus. I know Steve says Gallus a lot. I'm down with Gallus.
Gallus is Gallus.
I love Gallus. Those guys are great. They look like a bunch of bar bouncers.
Yeah.
Like they kick people out of bars and stuff.
What's really funny, I mean, the one thing I enjoy most about Gallus is, like, Joe Coffey's great. Mark Coffey's pretty good. Wolfgang's cool. He's good. Apparently Wolfgang is aware of Slow Wolfpack.
Yeah, I think I remember you guys mentioned that.
What I love about their dynamic is Wolfgang, how he has been portrayed prior to joining Gallus, is like the most laid-back dude. He's the hothead of the group, which makes me laugh.
That's hilarious.
Like, they have to stop him from getting so mad about
that.
It always cracks me up.
That's great. No, I really like that main and that pig guy. Wild Boar, dude, he cracks me up.
Yeah.
He looks like old Sammy Callahan had a baby with Garrett Dillon.
He's got a little Kevin Sullivan going on there, too.
He does.
Yeah.
And like the contacts he has. And
he's missing teeth.
He's missing teeth.
Yeah,
dude, he's great. He's got to be like 5'5".
Something like that.
Dude, he's short. He's a short dude.
The way he tosses his body around, though, man, he's legit.
It's hilarious. I love that guy.
We had a really good main event on NXT. We had Io Shirai, as you can tell from the thumbnail, completing her heel turn. She's got a new video package, which I love.
I loved it. I was like, whoa.
Strobing stuff, shit everywhere, trying to cause seizures. I love it.
Well, that part I didn't really like.
Oh, no, it's amazing,
I
man.
came to my head, but I was like, oh, look at these stupid strobe lights.
Oh, no, man, it was great.
Give me a headache.
It wasn't just the lights that were strobing. Her Tron was strobing between the Japanese characters and her name in like a menacing looking font.
The Japanese character thing and then her name, that was pretty sick.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not gonna lie. I really, really liked that.
And the subtle lighting for when she walks out in the ring and she has her back turned to the audience.
Yeah.
And then she kind of turns around and she's like, ugh, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, she's sick of it, man.
Yeah.
She's tired of everybody.
And then she starts shouting at people while they're on her way down the ring. It's great. She drops a promo. Let's go right into it, I guess.
Yeah.
She drops a promo after the Full Sail crowd stops booing her. And she just says, I don't need any friends. I don't need any of you.
Yep.
She drops the mic. She leaves the ring. She walks up the ramp, yelling at people with an absolutely disgusted look on her face. I can't get enough of heel Io Shirai. She might be my new favorite person in NXT right now.
When she said, I don't need friend, and I don't need you.
Yeah.
And she just walked away.
Oh,
and
was great.
I'm glad that it was short. It was to the point. You know, I'm surprised that like when the crowd was yelling stuff, I thought maybe she might speak some Japanese to him.
Yeah.
Because I remember Regal. Whenever we had foreign like promo, we had promo class, we had the foreign people in the promo class.
Yeah.
Regal would try to like see how well they could talk in English, and then Regal would always say, make sure you always include a little bit of Japanese to wake us up.
That's good.
Yeah, just in between stuff, so that like even the overseas viewers, like if there's like subtitles in Japanese, and they can speak Japanese to kind of reiterate the point that they were trying to make or whatever. But yeah, Regal would always say like, make sure, because then you could. It's not exactly what they're saying, it's how they're saying it.
Exactly.
And then Regal would always say you can show more intensity if you speak in your own native tongue.
Exactly.
So I thought maybe she was going to do that. She didn't, but still, she looked awesome. She looked amazing. Mm-hmm. Like a badass assassin.
Yeah. Like she's wearing like black leather pants and a black top, and her hair was like kind of messed up on top, but just like perfectly messed up.
It was great.
Karen here in chat says the Full Sail crowd was booing her for 8 minutes.
Yeah. Wow.
And they cut that all down.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's insane. I'm happy you mentioned that about Regal making a point of telling talents whose first language might not be English to use their native language in promos, because I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it when she came out and spoke a little bit of English a while. Oh, no, actually, following her beatdown of Candice.
Yeah.
She spoke a little bit, but more often than not, she's just shouting at people in Japanese.
That's what I really like, because there was a time I was talking, like Rusev was having a match with somebody when I was in developmental, and the guy messed up in the match, and Rusev just starts screaming at this guy in Bulgarian.
Oh, wow.
And he could get away with it because nobody understands what he's saying. And then afterwards, I think it was Jody or Garrett Dillon's like, he's like, Rusev, what did you start freaking out on him in Bulgaria? And then Rusev's like, yeah, I did. And no one will ever understand what I said. So it doesn't matter. It was awesome.
Dang MQ here in chat brings up Asuka. I used to love it when Asuka would just start screaming at people.
Oh, dude, it's great.
And I don't, and it bugs me when Andrade would do that too. He'd do part of his promo in English and the rest in Spanish.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then apparently he goes into Vince's office and says, Vince, I want more of a push. And Vince says, well, you gotta, your English has to be better before I'll push you more. No,
dude, he can speak a little bit of English, but man, speaking your native tongue is gold.
Yeah.
That's how you like get more people to watch the show.
Yeah.
You have a little bit for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It just feels so genuine.
And like whenever someone starts speaking in their native tongue, like they get intense, and then you can kind of see whoever's, you could feel it immediately. You can feel the impact when they start speaking what they're used to speaking. So I love when they do it. And I thought Io didn't really need to do it, but it just because it was so subtle.
Yeah.
She just wanted to be subtle, speaking English, and then they were saying she was getting booed for 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like her actions definitely evoked a lot of emotion.
And I feel like whenever she's walking up and down the ramp and yelling at people, it's completely Japanese.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I think so too.
Because she's got that look of disdain down just perfectly.
Yeah.
She's great. In ring, she's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That's how the show opened. Next, we went to a Velveteen Dream press conference. They actually set up a podium, a dais for him at the top.
That was in the auditorium.
Oh, okay.
That's so
at Full Sail.
Yes. So that auditorium that he was at, that's the room where we all hang out during the show.
Oh.
So the two screens they had that just said Velveteen. What they normally do is they show the show like on those screens. So when we're all sitting in the back, we have this giant screen to watch like the show going live.
Okay, so like the green room kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but the thing is, there's like maybe, dude, it's a big room. Mm-hmm. So it's this giant auditorium room. We're all sit like they have chairs everywhere, so we all get to sit, chill, eat, and we get to watch the show as it's going down. So it's not like we have this little TV monitor. Mm-hmm. So first thing I thought was like, oh, cool, they have it filming in the auditorium. So I could definitely see like they pre-taped that while all the boys and everybody were in the locker room, and like that's the same podium like Triple H stands behind whenever he gave us like post NXT filming. Like
that's cool.
Like that's usually what he stands behind. So cool. That to me, I was like, oh, cool, they're using the auditorium, and it was awesome because them using his Velveteen Dream logo on the back of both of them just made it seem like a bigger deal. Yeah. So that was the first thing that came to my head. I was like, oh, cool, they're using that.
That is cool. Yeah. They've done the kind of like the mini press conferences where they're outside a door in front of the locker.
They need to keep it there.
Oh, you didn't like this setup?
I know, I love it. Okay. No. I'm saying they need to keep it in the auditorium.
Yeah.
Like it just made everything seem more important. It did. It made him a bigger deal.
It kind of, I know after AEW shows, like the Young Bucks and Cody will do like legit, what I guess is called media scrums, where after sporting events, media members will go up to the locker rooms of various athletes and interview them. Yeah. And they've been doing something like this in NXT for a while, where they're obviously scripted media scrums, and this was too, but I like the larger setting, especially for Velveteen Dream, where it seems more like a legitimate press conference. They have the podium and they have the screens up.
It was great.
And he's taking questions off camera and stuff. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, he says, yes, Queen Kathy. Yeah. It was alluding to Kathy Kelly.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
And then she asked about Roderick Strong being his next challenger. He says, no, he's not deserving of that. He's not deserving of that. That's what he says. Roderick Strong does not deserve a North American title shot. I'm guessing he's going to get it anyways. Next, Damian Priest, Punishment Martinez.
Yes.
Punishment Martinez. The Archer of Infamy. He took on Blanco Loco. Not much of a match because Punishment Martinez kicked him in the head, like a spinning heel kick type deal almost, and then finished him off with his finisher, which is just Crossroads.
I want the choke slam spine buster.
Agreed.
That guy would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, he would have put him through the ring basically.
Yeah, man, it bummed me out. I mean, so the Damian Priest character.
Yeah.
You guys to speculate he's a vampire.
I thought that, but he just seems to be an archery enthusiast.
okay, so they've done a lot of dark brooding gimmicks.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the easiest thing to push. Like, for example, the Ascension. The Ascension also got called vampires. And they
in the early days.
And they would make jokes of like, we're not vampires. Like,
yeah.
So then Damian Priest, kind of a vampire.
Yeah.
Aleister Black, kind of a vampire.
Yeah, he has the Nosferatu entrance. Yeah.
So when I see Damian Priest, like he comes out, and then it gave me the same kind of early Baron Corbin vibes too, because Baron Corbin came out to like a dark brooding entrance as well. Dun, 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 I don't know. It's easy. It's always seems so easy to just do a dark character
It
gimmick.
seems like they need to include one on every kind of rotation through NXT.
Yeah.
Like we kind of did the breakdown.
We need ourselves
even going back to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Bray Wyatt had a dark gimmick.
So they need that one wrestler that has the dark brooding, maybe supernatural or occult gimmick.
Yeah.
This one just seems more kind of on the periphery, just based on punishments. Sorry, Damian Priest's look and name. He's got all those cool looking tattoos.
Yeah.
He's tall. He's jacked. He's got mystique about him. The there's Live Forever is in his Tron.
I think that's actually
vampire.
Yeah.
But they have yet to really hit the nail on the head, whether he's a vampire or not.
Yeah, because it seemed like he was party guy.
Yeah, but that reminded me of the first Blade movie.
Well,
the first scene, yeah.
He's wearing a mesh
again,
shirt.
like 90s goth vampire vibe.
Yeah.
That's totally what I'm getting from. But they need to hammer it home. I don't know.
Well, I feel like, like you watch that not segment, but they have the whole Triple H saying like, yeah, we want to get the character, we want more of you. And I think for us to kind of understand punishment more, or Damian Priest, just like, I'd love to see him like do like a backstage promo segment. And when I know sometimes they don't always seem appropriate, but this one just to kind of get his personality more.
Yeah.
Like his personality of his character.
Yeah.
But I mean, all in all, like he's awesome looking guy. He's great.
Yeah,
I just wish chokeslam powerbomb. Like,
I agree.
Maybe a lot of times they'll stray from that kind of stuff because NXT has some giant dudes in the back.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they never even make it anywhere.
Yeah.
But sometimes like, well, we can't have them hitting this finish on Baba or whatever. Or
or
like
Dan Matha.
Yeah. Just because they're too big, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. The Crossroads seems like a move that's better suited for someone who's not as large.
Yeah, but I feel like they use that move. Too many people have moves similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like way too many.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get it's a cool motion for a move, but man, just
That'd be a cool move for him. Is Lance Archer's finisher, the kind of reverse Razor's Edge, because you call the person up kind of like a bow.
Yeah.
Like you're the bow, and you can call it something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with jargon from the archery world, but something where it's like the reverse Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
Or if his character is a '90s goth guy who loved industrial music, who likes archery too. Maybe there's some crossover there between song title, archery terminology.
Sure.
Maybe KMFDM has some song title.
Yeah.
That would work. I don't know. The whole vibe is just very 90s industrial.
It is. Yeah, it is.
So run with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, not much of a match. They obviously have big things planned for Damian Priest. After that, this was fantastic. Killian Dain vignette. Where they're rolling footage. At first, when they first did it, because there wasn't a whole lot of voiceover the first time they ran one of these. I thought they were just hearkening back to the whole sanity stuff.
Yeah.
Especially in their lead up to their kind of debut on SmackDown, when they had a bunch of footage of riots and stuff.
Yeah.
And saying chaos is coming, blah blah blah. But no, this was all related to growing up in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
His experiences there, and the promo he delivered over the film footage. That was riveting stuff.
Yeah.
And he delivered it perfectly. So it's going to be real interesting to see when he makes his re-debut in NXT, how that relates to his character. I'm like after two vignettes, I'm like, whoa, this is a different take, and it could be really interesting.
I'm curious too because it like the first thing I got was like, oh, he's got like a cool like storyteller gimmick about his life and like living in the rough streets of Ireland where he grew up, and just some of the dialogue he was saying, like going to a high school where you're the last of your graduating class, and just how he survived all this crazy like
couldn't hear out of one ear because of car bomb and stuff like that.
And stuff. And I'm like, man, Ireland that bad? Like, geez.
Yeah, Northern Ireland was real bad.
Wow. So
until the ceasefire.
Yeah. So, I mean, hell of a promo. It was great. They filmed it excellently. So now I'm just kind of curious to see what kind of presentation he's going to bring to NXT. Like, if he's going to wear the same stuff, because man, he was wearing that big man swimsuit singlet. Yeah, it just didn't look good on him. Like, I like the old. I would have rather had him wear like when he was wearing pants and like a shirt than him wearing like that type of singlet. And obviously, they had him do it because they want to cover him up. But I feel
Main,
like,
yeah.
On when he was on Main. But I hope that they let him wear what he feels most comfortable in. Because like if he would rather wear something, and I could tell. It just didn't look good with what he was wearing.
I know. It looks like it was something that was forced upon him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that at all. I'm sure they were like, oh, this looks good on you. It's like, no. Let him wear what he wants to wear.
Exactly. Hell of a promo, though. Looking forward to what they're going to do with him. After that, we had a Breakout Stars tournament match. Boa versus Jordan Miles. You may know him as ACH. When we went to the first StarCast, his table where he was signing autographs was across from us for a bit. Dude is a character. He is funny.
I could tell.
He is a funny dude.
Yeah.
And you get to see a little bit of his personality. Actually, he quite a bit of his personality in this match. This seemed like a weird matchup of styles.
I thought that too. Yeah.
Because ACH is super quick, super athletic, and Boa is tall. He's kind of lanky. He's strike heavy. Yeah. But he doesn't move that quickly.
No, and he looked. I thought Boa had a great look to him. Good size, 225, like ripped. But yeah, here's the thing. He's only been wrestling since 2016.
Yeah,
Boa, and he's going in the Performance Center, so he can only do what they've taught him.
Yeah.
So with this type of match, like I'm sure they've worked tons of ways to teach him how to heat and beat up people. Implement his jiu-jitsu and his Muay Thai background.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times when you see guys that have really limited experience, they don't know where to put their hands. They kind of stand around awkwardly, and they don't really know how to show that character. And obviously, it's hard for him to show character because he doesn't really have a character. So this match is okay. It kind of seemed slow, and then eventually once ACH took over, the crowd started getting into it, picking up just because ACH has been wrestling for 13 years.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
For a long time, and he's jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked. He's fast. He's really good. Super athletic.
So, I mean, and here's the thing. It's really hard for guys that don't have a lot of experience to play the heel because the heels are the ones that are kind of dictating the pace of the match. Yeah. Like, they're the ones that can help control the crowd and, like, try to deliver more sympathy for the babyface. As far as Boa, super green guy. He's been only going for 2.5 years. So this is a big stage for him to work. And he's coming all the way from China, so I'm sure there's probably a little bit of a language block between him and the guys. So as far as this match goes, for Boa, for his experience, it was really good for him. But the match just kind of had a really slow pace until ACH had to pick things up and then hit him with that 450 splash.
Yeah, it was a beautiful 450.
Yeah.
I wonder if Boa would have been better served taking on, I know Jonah Rocks in this tournament, Sam Shaw. Both of them are larger guys. In fact, I think Sam Shaw and Jonah Rock face each other in the first round later on.
Yeah. Well, it's tough because, I mean, you're going to have, like we didn't talk about, but you have Isaiah Scott, Shane Strickland, take young Cameron Grimes, two like PWG, guys, two guys that like carry a lot of promotions when they're in their indies. That's gonna be hard for anybody to follow.
Yeah,
any match that Shane Strickland does, you don't want to be the guy that has to follow that.
Yeah,
I had that happen to me once. It was that Brian Zane match.
Oh yeah.
It was a tag. Shane Strickland went with Jake Atlas.
Yeah.
It was the best match on the whole entire card.
Yeah.
Then we were next.
Oh gosh.
Nothing. No reaction whatsoever. Oof. So I Yeah, that's tough, and I'm glad ACH won because like he's a better performer.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, it's cool seeing Boa. I think Boa has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Like,
he's got a great look. He looks great.
Look, dude. I thought he looked really cool.
And yeah, it seems like if they can find that sweet spot between his, you mentioned Muay Thai background,
Yeah.
adapt it to the pro wrestling, tighten up the footwork or something maybe a little bit.
Yeah, and that just comes with experience.
Totally.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, he didn't have an indie background, so it's hard to like get that in-ring comfortability that it just comes with years.
Yeah.
It comes with a long time.
You mentioned Jordan Miles picked up the win with a 450. Dude's all like just packed of charisma. Super talented in the
So
ring.
who's he got next round?
He has Angel Garza. Yeah, Angel Garza.
Angel Garza. Which one's he?
He was the dude who beat. Gosh, who'd he beat? He beat DJZ.
Oh, okay. Damn. Give me ACH for Shane Strickland or Swerve or
That'd be
like
great. I know.
Cameron Grimes or or Trevor Lee. Like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a sick match.
Yeah. Next, we had a quick little Shayna Baszler press conference. She was asked about Mia Yim wanting a piece of her. She said, I have the largest target in NXT on my shoulder, referencing the title. She didn't seem that bothered by Mia Yim. I'm really curious to see who eventually gets that belt off her. I thought for the longest time, Bianca Belair is going to be the one.
Yeah.
No. Io then. No. Now Io's heel, so they don't usually do heel versus heel things. So you got to think it's going to be Mia Yim, maybe? Or are they just setting this all up for post-Io feud? Candice LeRae is the one.
I think. Well, I could see Io getting pushed to main pretty quickly. How talented she is, and I think maybe they switched her to heel so that when she comes up to main, because there's a lot of Japanese girls that are all face. So to kind of separate herself from the other girls, I can see her getting pushed to main, being more of a heel character, and like her experience and her skill is so amazing. Like I'd love to see her heel like on the main and see what she could do. But you know what's funny is I like being on the show for the NXT stuff, even though it's my first one. But there's so many little things like cracks me up because she's in the hallway. I know exactly what the locker room is. Yeah, the girls, and ours is right next door. But like the hallway is pretty narrow.
Yeah,
and then all the way to the hallway is that auditorium. Yeah. So what cracks me up is that they filmed either hers first, and then they went down all the way to the hallway and gave Velveteen a big, the
press conference
there. And then so that just I thought that was really funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
After that, we had a Keith Lee video package where he pretty much directly addressed the fact that they haven't really done much with him in his nearly a year, or almost 2 years in the company.
Yeah.
I think a year and a half.
Well, he's 1 year in.
1 year in. That's right. Yeah, sorry, 1 year in, which is true. They haven't really done a whole lot with him. Dude's got tons of charisma, super talented dude.
Yeah.
And whether it be injury or creative changes, they really haven't utilized his skill set to the fullest yet. But he said, at this point, limitless isn't enough. He's going to be infinite now.
Infinite.
Keith Lee, infinite, or infinite Keith Lee.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That is cool.
I don't think they say limitless in his theme song that he does some of the vocals on, so he doesn't need a new theme. In my mind though, I'm picturing a Titantron. It's got to have a wormhole in it, starfields.
Yeah,
because there's nothing more infinite than than pretty much the universe, outer space.
Yeah.
So unless he has a new sci-fi gimmick, I might be somewhat disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Well, he's a big anime guy. So.
That's true. Yeah, he was wearing the Super Saiyan shit. Yeah. So it'd be pretty cool if they gave him a sci-fi gimmick.
Yeah, I was wondering what their creative direction was for Keith Lee. It's hard because it felt like who came in first, Matt Riddle or Keith Lee?
Keith Lee did.
So Keith Lee came in first. But then I felt like there's so much they could do with Matt Riddle that it just had to sideline Keith Lee for the moment.
It might have.
And I don't know, maybe it's a size thing too, because you have a big guy like that, and then you just had Lars Sullivan around, and then Keith was. I wish there was more of a Keith Lee, they did more with that.
Oh, just that one. I said that one match.
Yeah, and I thought Keith Lee was gonna win to boot Lars to main, but they didn't do that.
No.
And then did he lose to Cassius Ohno?
Yeah, I think Cassius hit him with a low blow.
Yeah, whatever, but Yeah, I was kind of wondering why they haven't done anything, because Keith is so athletic.
Oh,
he's
hell
big.
yeah.
And like I was watching, they did like a combine at the NXT Performance Center, and he's like the second strongest guy behind Otis.
Wow.
Which is saying a lot, especially with all the guys that they bring in.
Yeah.
And the fact that he does, he played college football at Texas A&M, like awesome.
Yeah.
And then he just got into pro wrestling afterwards. I think I listened to a podcast with him talking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, you figure like a guy like that, they would have showed him a lot more. But like they said, he's 1 year in.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Like,
We'll see.
Obviously they have plans for him.
Yeah. Maybe they'll wait till Dijakovic comes back.
Yeah, so they can start, because they had that crazy PWG match.
Yeah, they've had a number of crazy matches.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the William Regal press conference type interview, he says Kushida has been taking on opponents from all the various brands. We've seen Drew Gulak. We've seen, who else did he mention? He mentioned someone else from NXT. And then he says next week, SmackDown superstar Apollo Crews will be taking on Kushida. That should be a great match.
Yeah.
Finally, Apollo will get an adequate platform to showcase his abilities.
That's awesome.
It's too bad that he's going to take the loss in that.
Well, yeah, probably, but it's like how Tyler Breeze came back to NXT. Like he just had that match with like Roderick Strong. I didn't get a chance to see it, but it looked awesome.
He has the one against Velveteen Dream that was pretty damn good.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure these guys are it's not like they're going to change their contracts up or anything. They just want to be able to go out and work and show what they can do.
Yeah, totally.
And it's awesome. Did Regal at least say Kona Reeves?
He didn't say Kona Reeves.
Did he? I don't think he did.
Because Kushida did wrestle Kona Reeves.
He did. He wrestled Kona Reeves.
He didn't mention the
I don't think he did.
The finest.
Let's talk about the finest.
Let's talk about the finest Kona Reeves.
Yes, Kona Reeves. So fine.
Finest.
I think there's somebody else that has that gimmick. Yeah.
Main event was awesome. Street Profits versus Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch. Street Profits have improved a ton.
Yeah.
In the ring, not just in terms of what they can do in terms of moveset, but their psychology, their storytelling, their selling ability, especially Montez. Montez is a hell of a seller.
Oh man, his when they were exchanging holds, I was really impressed with Montez's posture, the way he was taking the hold. Made it look legit. Mm-hmm. And then I was cracking up because then you see Dawkins goes in there and does a couple gut wrench rolls.
Yeah. He starts laughing.
He starts laughing.
That was funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
About halfway through the match, Oni hits a half and half on Montez. He kicks out. And then Montez basically jumps over Danny Burch. He does like a tope.
Yeah.
And Danny couldn't really catch him completely in time because Montez is so damn athletic.
Dude, shot way over him too.
Yeah, and landed pretty much tailbone first on the ramp.
Yeah.
That probably hurt.
Oh, God, dude.
And then
I always think about that because I don't – that type of dive or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like with guys so athletic, like, like Montez, the way he does, man, like he'd overshoot anything.
Yeah.
And it's not that he just clears it. Like he jumps, he flips, and it looks like his head or whatever, his feet can clear the rope with how he's flipping.
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah, he's got insane vertical.
Yeah, I think he has like the highest vertical
in NXT.
I
wouldn't be surprised,
when they did
man.
the combine.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. And it's like when you see Roman when he did it, like he overshot it. He could have destroyed his shoulder.
Oh, totally.
The way how the ramp is, Yeah,
it
would have been
horrible.
horrible.
Could have been landing on his head.
Yeah.
So Ford hits that on Burch, kind of. Burch tries to catch him. And then Oni tries to follow up with a dive of his own, and he eats a forearm from Angelo Dawkins. Burch runs around, comes back in the ring, meets Dawkins. Dawkins hits him with a spine buster. Montez goes the top rope, hits a frog splash. Dawkins, since he's legal man, covers Burch for the win. They did this great bit, the Street Profits did, where Montez had a hold of, I want to say Burch, ran up Dawkins' chest and went to like a reverse DDT.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
It's great seeing week in and week out them
it's
getting
like a
more
weird version of a sliced bread.
Kind of, yeah, getting more cohesive as a unit, developing really, 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 really good tag team chemistry.
Yeah,
coming up with new stuff. It's great to see them grow.
And like I said, them going to Evolve, I think, topped out a ton.
Huge.
Because I'm sure that when they got there, they had a game plan, and then whoever they worked were like, "Hey, we can try this," and then probably, "Oh, we never tried that before,"
Yeah.
and they gave them more opportunity to have a little bit more creative freedom.
Yeah.
On what kind of match they want to perform.
Totally.
So that's great that that's something that they were able to do, and they looked awesome.
Yeah.
I noticed that Dawkins was wearing a different kind of pair of shoes.
No, he was.
He doesn't. He normally wears like his JB Elites. They're like amateur wrestling shoes.
Yeah, he had some LeBron soldiers.
Yeah. He's a huge LeBron guy.
Oh yeah.
He will like anywhere LeBron goes, no matter what. Like
LeBron fan first and foremost.
First and foremost, he's a big LeBron James fan. That's why he kind of wears the headbands. What cracks me up is that when LeBron went to Miami, he was a Miami fan. And then I don't know if he was a LA Lakers fan when LeBron went there, but I think he might have been.
But when he went back to
huge
Cleveland,
huge LeBron fan.
That's great. So the Street Profits, they're celebrating the ring. Redragon comes to the top of the ramp, start kind of mockingly clapping. Seems like Undisputed Era is really going to try to be draped in gold.
Yep.
Probably by the end of TakeOver Toronto, that's going to be their goal.
Yep.
Let's talk NXT UK. You said you really enjoyed this.
I really did like NXT UK.
I hope this is the last of their tapings they did at the Download Festival.
Yeah.
Because whenever they don't do a standard round of tapings, it just feels like they're more concerned about throwing matches out there as opposed to developing story.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer. Because when they focus on story, it can be really good, but far too often it just feels like, oh, here's an exhibition match essentially for you, like Candy Floss, Tony Storm. There's nothing really motivating.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, okay, just kind of like a whatever kind of match. I just said it was a cute match.
It was, and there's some good character moments for both of them in there.
Yeah.
Totally. Show kicked off with a recap of Imperium destroying Mustache Mountain. Apparently, they sent Tyler Bate to the hospital.
Yeah.
Walter, apron powerbomb. And then powerbomb on the ring post.
Walter, you jerk.
Yeah, he's a real jerk.
Respect the mat.
Yeah. The first match, Ilya Dragunov taking on Ashton Smith. One of the first things you mentioned to me when you came in this morning was Ilya's powerbomb.
Yeah, crotch lift powerbomb.
That was pretty crazy.
Well, this is what. Okay, so I've never really listened to NXT UK. And I was cracking up because you hear Aiden English's like Kermit the Frog voice.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels Kermit the Frog voice talking. He sounds so much better in NXT UK than he does on 205 Live. 205 Live, he's annoying because he's trying to be like the face commentator because you're trying to go with like Nigel. But him just two-man, he was fine, dude.
Yeah.
And like I had my first singles match like NXT show whatever against like a house show against Aiden English. So I have a little bit of a history with him, but I just was like, because we used to call him Squidward too.
Yeah.
Because now that he's bald, he looks just like Squidward. And his gimmick was so like in the beginning he was a thespian.
Yeah.
So like an actor or whatever, theater person.
It was thespian.
Yeah,
right?
thespian.
Like Luthez? Or is it just thespian, like an
thespian, like an actor?
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a clever little pun if he was a
no.
thespian.
But he says Gotch style lift.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I was thinking about Simon Gotch because
Yeah.
that was his tag team partner in
Totally.
the Vaudevilles, but I'm sure he's, I'm sure
Moved on from that.
Moved on from that, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a situation where Ilya had Ashton Smith down like a Gotch style power driver.
Man, I was like looking at
Instead lift him
the
up.
mechanics of that. I'm like, okay, so he had him in the crotch lift, popped him up. It looked sick.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, that's a sick move.
It was pretty cool. I still have to get used to Ilya's theatrics. He's really over the top.
His intensity and like he is kind of over the top. He's got red contact.
So that's cool. I like his Tron. His music's
Yeah.
okay, but he's out there, being the conductor.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't necessarily scream intensity to me. Anyways, he picked up the win. Not surprisingly, with his finish, it's like a torpedo European uppercut type deal. After that, we had a Zaya Brookside interview. She's got a match against Ginny. She says in the last matches she's had everywhere she turns, there's Ginny.
Yeah.
Finally, I get my one-on-one match with her. No outside interference.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing Jazzy's not going to get involved in this.
Jazzy Gabbert looked just like
Nuclear Man.
she
is nuclear.
Just like Nuclear.
Like she has the same get up as Nuclear
oh
Man.
my god, it's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Next, this was kind of fun. They did an episode of Nina Samuel show on the road.
Yeah.
She's going around the Download Festival. Everything is icky to her.
Yeah.
She's got boots. She doesn't want to walk through like the mud.
She got rain boots on.
Yeah.
Like that's her
That's
purpose.
the point of rain boots.
Yeah.
I know, but still, she didn't want to walk through the muck. But it was all pretty charming.
Yeah.
I didn't know why they had so much hay at the Download Festival. Were there farm animals there? I didn't notice any farm animals.
It's just a cheap way to lay on the mud.
That could be to absorb the moisture.
That's what I thought.
I thought that might have been the case, but I didn't know if they had like a petting zoo at the Download Festival or something. And I wasn't aware.
You want to rock or do you want to go pet this goat?
I know. Can I bring the goat to the concert with me? Next, we had Candy Floss versus Toni Storm. This was a fun match because it allowed both Candy Floss and Toni Storm to show some personality.
Good little face match.
Yeah, it was fun. Unsurprisingly, Tony picks up the win with Storm 0. And then Kaylee Ray comes out once Candy Floss makes it to the top of the ramp and beats her up.
Yeah.
So Kaylee Ray versus Toni Storm should be pretty good.
That'll be cool.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah. Man, Candy Floss is 19.
Yeah.
He's young.
Yeah. They started training young in the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
Super
man.
young.
Crazy.
Pete Dunne started training when he was 13.
Sheesh.
Something like that. Mark Andrews was around the same age, too, I think.
Yeah.
After that, we had a Ligero video package. It's kind of just more of the same.
I kind of thought that. I didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, they had one 4 weeks ago, maybe, where he gave some background, his childhood and such. I didn't really feel like this added a whole lot to it.
Yeah.
Next, really great promo from Trent Seven. He talks about Tyler Bate having to go to the hospital. He says Pete Dunne, he's got his own stuff going on. Tyler's in the hospital, but I'm still here. NXT UK was built on British Strong Style. And I'm going after you, Walter. I'm coming for you.
That's great.
Which is great. Trent Seven doesn't win matches by himself in NXT, though, which I really want to see him win a singles match.
Yeah. He's so charismatic.
Oh, he's a great promo, man.
I like Trent Seven a lot. At first, when I saw him, I wasn't like too sure on him. I was like, he's just kind of like
he looks like a dad. He's got dad bod.
Dad bod. Looks like an old coach.
Yeah.
Like he's not he's not that old, but yeah, he's like a coach vibe from him. But he looked great though, like with what he's wearing, and hell of a promo. And he's a hell of a worker too.
Yeah, he is. He's a great wrestler.
Like when he was saying, like I was into it. I was like, okay, I do want to see a Trent Seven versus Walter match. I think it'd be really awesome. I don't like win or lose. I just want to see a good performance, and he always has great performances.
Totally. Great promo. If you get a chance, check it out. Usually Trent Seven just kind of speaks in his usual kind of mellow, mild tone.
Yeah.
He starts raising his voice, getting intense. It's great. After that, we had a Mark Andrews promo. He's saying, I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. I know British wrestling. I have a match against Cassius Ohno. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's next week.
So you guys don't like his entrance music?
Steve doesn't like it.
I think it's hilarious.
I don't have an issue with it.
I love that Steve doesn't like
it. Man, that really gets to him.
When I heard that Steve didn't like it, I was just playing that.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the...
Oh, I think it's great.
I think it gets the credit.
Yeah.
And
I think it's
fits
awesome.
with him. Like, the one thing that bugs me about Mark Andrews is like all his moves are named after pop punk songs.
Oh, it's hilarious.
And like, I like synergy. I like crossover. It's a little too on the nose for my liking.
Oh, I mean, pop punk was so big.
It was.
Like when I was in high school and junior high.
know.
So that cracks me because like I can see where you guys are like, God, I hate pop punk.
I don't have an issue with it.
I don't know, but Steve's saying that, and then I'm like, dude, I grew up on pop punk.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, Blink 182's on the nostalgia tour circuit.
Oh,
so.
geez, I don't be afraid to go to a Blink 182 concert.
But yeah, I don't have an issue with it. It's Steve. Steve just doesn't like it.
Random. Fun.
I know. It's random the things that gets his goat.
Oh, pop punk. He doesn't like him. He's the pop punker.
Yeah, I know. That's what it is. Like the high fives and stage dives. I think that's a cool catchphrase.
Yeah.
I like as a wrestler, he's really good. His gear looks great.
Yeah.
His song if it gets the crowd into it, no, I don't have an issue with it.
And he sings his own music.
I know.
That's awesome. And he was able to set up a feud at at Download Fest when his own band was performing.
Oh, that's actually pretty impressive.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was badass, but Steve doesn't like
main event was The Hunt and Bomber Dave Mastiff taking on Gallus. You love Gallus.
I do. Gallus is awesome. I love their style. I like the way they wrestle. Just two big, just three husky bastards.
Yeah.
Man. They look like if I was to go to a bar and I could see those guys just being bouncers.
Yeah.
like kicking people's asses out of the bar if they cause too much problems. And also that came to my head because they all stand there with their arms crossed. I'm like, I'm straight bouncer vibe.
Yeah.
Gallus. If they have a bar called Gallus, I'll go there. They can be the bouncers.
Did they do the three-handed handshake?
I didn't see it.
Because they do that, and the mechanics of that still confuse me.
So they all shake hands at the same time. I gotta look that up.
Yeah, but they make it look seamless and perfect, like no one's getting left out. No one's getting a little bit less hand than everybody else.
The hand?
No, it's all hands.
So interesting.
I want to get a close up on that. I don't understand the mechanics of it because I see that I'm like, wow, they
if
pull it off seamlessly.
If there ever is a time when I come back,
there will be.
Steve's here.
There will be,
and we do a 3-man. We can master.
We can try to do it.
We could try to do the.
It's going to be awkward because we can't do it.
Well, we can figure it out.
We can try.
Everything, we'll practice.
I'll do a Google search. Maybe I can watch some how-to videos.
No,
on YouTube.
I love Gallus. I know Steve says you're not Gallus, blah blah blah. I'm like, but dude, they
are Gallus.
They are awesome.
They are totally Gallus.
Yeah, I was digging them.
And the Hunt, I have a hard time taking them seriously because they just like bark all the time. It seems a bit over the top as characters, but in ring they're tons of fun.
I could see me being part of the Hunt with the Grizzly.
I could see that. You would be like the stately, mellow bear to their rabid boar.
Oh yeah,
and what primate?
Yeah, primate.
Yeah,
boar.
you would be the stately, majestic bear.
Exactly, that'd be fine.
And you would be the calm amongst that storm of the Hunt.
That'd be great.
You would actually fit in perfectly.
That's the first thing I thought of because they came out with masks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I could come out. Hey boys, come on! Caljack joins the Hunt.
I know.
I want to wrestle Gallus. It'd be great.
And the way they're throwing their bodies around all over the place.
Dude, let me gut ranch.
You'd be the one doing the throwing.
That'd be fun.
Oh, how great it would be! You pick up a wild boar and throw him at somebody.
I'd chuck that dude across the ring.
Yeah.
Like, here, you're gonna splash onto this guy.
Here, do a senton onto this guy.
Senton this guy. Here, I'll throw you.
The way wild boar does his senton, especially when people are kind of on all fours on their back, where he hits them and actually flings his body across them.
Like rubber.
Yeah,
bounces off of people.
He's gonna hurt his neck doing that though. Yeah. Anyways, it was a fun match. It went all over the place, brawling all around the ringside area. In the end, though, Joe Coffey picks up the win, pinning Wild Boar after his discus lariat finisher. Fun match. Even when NXT UK is kind of bereft of storylines. This was storyline motivated. Somewhat. Yeah. The main events usually deliver.
Yeah, this was a good match.
It was fun.
I really, really enjoyed it.
Tons of fun. 205 Live was next. Show kicked off with Oney Lorcan dropping a promo saying, hey, this is Anything Goes. This is the first time I've ever heard of an Anything Goes match.
Anything Goes.
I thought it was more commonly referred to as no DQ, weapons match, no holds barred. No, Anything Goes.
Anything Goes.
So we say, this is an Anything Goes match. If I want to use a chair, I can. If I want to use a table, I can. And Arya Davar came out of nowhere and attacked him.
Yeah.
Man, instead of breaking that fight up, just
start right there.
Exactly.
Just go right there.
How awesome would that be?
That would have been great.
Start the show just like that.
And then there could be a moment where they fight outside, and then he's like, "Start the match right now!" And then they just keep going.
That'd been great.
That's something different.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
That's how you build up intensity for a show.
Yeah.
Just have them start brawling, fighting, go around a bit, end up in the ringside area, have the match. I know it was your main event, but just do the promo later on the show.
Yeah.
First match was Brian Kendrick versus Sunil Singh. I love me the Singh brothers.
Yeah.
They cracked me up endlessly.
Yeah.
They were so damn funny.
I like this version of them because when they first came out, they were trying to be faces with that gimmick. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, well, all right, that's cool. But them as heels trying to be obnoxious with it,
so good.
That makes it so much better.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's awesome.
So before the match starts, they cut back to a WWE.com video from earlier today where Brian Kendrick's trying to do an interview. He's interrupted by the Singh brothers, and they say, you know, Brian, you've been in the WWE for a long time, but you really haven't done anything. Here's a Lifetime Achievement Award. Brian Kendrick, I guess, feeling like he's been insulted. Essentially, they're calling him old and unaccomplished. He takes offense. He attacks him. We get to the match. Sunil's like, hey, I just want you to dance with me. Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah, why don't you want to dance with me?
So good. And I love they do the movie thing like the Hollywood Blondes used to do.
Yeah.
And commentary is actually mentioning that. They're just endlessly entertaining.
Oh, Aiden says, he's not the Bollywood Blondes. He calls them the Bollywood Blondes.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Finish saw Sunil avoid a sliced bread. He goes for a suplex of his own. Kendrick escapes, though, locks in the captain's hook. Sunil has to tap. The Singh brothers come in and attack Kendrick after the bell. Akira Tozawa comes down to make the save. Akira Tozawa was just in the Cruiserweight title picture. This is a ways down the card for him because he's great.
Yeah.
But hopefully it will give an air of urgency to this feud because it like as fun as the Singh brothers are.
Yeah.
It's the mid card thing.
Yeah.
And if you bring Akira Tozawa into it, who's been in the main event of 205 Live, elevate the feud.
Yeah, I think so too. And it seems like at 205 Live, I mean, they don't have too many guys. I mean, so
I think there's like 9 guys on
the
the
there's
roster.
9 guys on the whole roster. So they're just kind of rotating everybody through to see how well they can hold the title.
Totally.
And like right now, I think it's perfect with Drew Gulak being there. Like, I think he just carries the most intensity with his face.
Yeah.
And he shows the most character and depth. So, and I think he's the most versatile guy. I mean, obviously he's not the highest of flyers, but I think it's perfect for him being a heel.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need to do that.
No.
Everyone else can do that, and then he can be the ground-based guy.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Oh, totally. After that, we did this really cool Humberto Carrillo video package detailing, his career in Mexico, growing up in Monterrey. He's cousins, I think, with Angel Garza Jr.
Yeah,
I think they're
yeah.
cousins, something like that.
I think I remember you guys mentioned that.
They got the Garza family tree is pretty extensive in terms of lucha libre, and Humberto's a part of that. Just give him a little background to his wrestling career without mentioning Ultimo Ninja, which is his name in Mexico.
Yeah. Have you guys heard him talk before?
Yeah, he's talked a little bit.
Oh, okay. I don't really watch 205, but it was cool hearing him talk.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
he's good. He's going to be top guy on 205 within the next 8 months.
Sure.
They're really building to be something else.
Yeah.
Next, we had Jack Gallagher versus Devin Justin. What I like about 205 Live is more often than not, they don't do just straight up squash matches. It at least gives the guy who's going to lose, a local person, a little opportunity to showcase some personality at the least.
So, I like that too.
Yeah.
They actually have longer matches. And I'm sure they're thinking like, oh, it's 205, no one's going to really watch, so we can give a local enhancement a little opportunity to perform. But man, it'd be kind of cool if they could do that with some of the main guys.
I know.
But
I'm so over squash matches.
Yeah.
Jack Gallagher did Sonata's Paradise-like lock spot from the G1 in Dallas, where he wrapped him in like a pretzel around the rope and then drop kicked him.
Yeah, see, that's when I said I don't like crap moves. I hate that move.
Yeah, it's really easy to get out of.
Because to me, it's like, really, you're just going to put this guy's leg right here in his other leg and can't get out.
Pull your arms out. It's pretty
Dude,
easy.
it's just, to me, I'm like, I'm not a fan of that move.
It's ridiculous, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, Jack Gallagher's got an MMA background.
I know.
Like, he's a badass.
Yeah.
And obviously, you can't always implement that style. But yeah, I mean, okay, it was more clever with the rope kind of being involved, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of that type of stuff.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I was like, no.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
I kind of laugh whenever someone does it.
Yeah.
It's so.
I can't get out.
It's so over the top ridiculous.
It is.
It's like the easiest thing to get out of. You just pull your arms out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Mike Kanellis shows up ringside after saying he was done quitting a couple weeks back. He starts dumping the garbage on the ringside, trashing stuff a little bit, saying,
You don't want to trash everything too bad.
No. It was like when the Riot Squad was backstage and knocking stuff off and like spraying ketchup on doors. It's like we're going to be menaces backstage, but we're not going to cross any lines. We're just going to be really annoying.
Too over the top.
No.
Yeah, it's just going to be annoying.
He's like, I'm going to ruin your show. Hey, Drake, I'm going to ruin your show. So Jack Gallagher's like, WTF, what's going on? Back of the ring, Devin Justin tries to take advantage. He doesn't. Jack hits his headbutt for the win. Jack has one of the best headbutts in the business.
Oh, it's great.
It looks great.
He always knows where to hit his target, too.
Yeah.
Like right in the surgical.
Yeah.
Bam. It's awesome.
I always like it when he hits it and then collapses to the pin and kind of wins extra.
Oh, yeah.
Like he
Like
knocks
he
himself
kind
out.
of knocked himself
Love
out.
it.
But that's great.
After that, we had a really cool backstage segment between Mike Kanellis, Drake. Drake's like, hey, I understand what's going on. I haven't been the best GM. Mike said, you've ruined my life because you're not paying attention to the show you're supposed to be paying attention to. Drake says, you're right. My bad. Things have been crazy. I understand you got some stuff going on at home too, but I have to fine you for what you did out there. And Mike's like, I have a second kid on the way. I have another mouth to feed. You're going to fine me after essentially being an absentee GM for the past month and a half? And then Mike goes, okay, fine. I'm scheduled to have a match next week. You can really fine me. after I do what I'm going to do next week. So we're going to get vicious Mike Kanellis on 205 Live and pushover husband on Raw. Seemingly.
Yeah. Man, it's so weird how you can see both these guys change up their personalities depending on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like this version of Rockstar Spud.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I like his other version of himself on SmackDown and
Yeah.
Raw. But it was so different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was more of a professional.
Yeah.
In 205, and then you see him just being a goofball.
Totally.
This whole 24/7 title.
Yeah.
And then you see with Kanellis, like, man, he's a good talker.
He's really good.
So, what do they not like? Do the main creative guys like once 205's on? Like, you guys got the
I
rest
wonder,
here.
and this goes back to their debut, if they assume that Maria has the recognition and name value because she was in WWE before. Hence, Mike Kanellis rather than Mike Bennett.
Yeah.
They thought, Maria, people will remember Maria. She was in the company, mid-aughts for a while.
Yeah.
People will remember her. That's probably why they went straight to main rather than NXT.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That to me just... why not have this kind of Mike Kanellis? The way he talks and
maybe. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But no, it just to me it's like he's awesome and
he is.
He's good. He can deliver a promo. He's good. But not to knock Maria, but that was a long time ago when she was around. It's not like a lot of fans just start watching right after she left. Mm-hmm. So it's not like she's that people are that familiar with her.
Totally.
So I don't know why they're thinking, she was here before. We need to make her the focal point. Okay, cool. But like Mike's the one that's going to be in the ring doing all the work. And I mean, I feel bad for him too, because it wasn't long ago where he had to go to rehab, for alcoholism. Mm-hmm. So, and now he seems great.
Yeah, he's
jacked.
Then,
But then okay, so he's a hell of a promo. He's a great worker. He had some mental issues. Let's just make him feel like crap even more with this gimmick.
Maybe.
I just don't get it.
If the thing is,
are they testing him? Like, what is this? I know they signed again, but it's just weird.
It's a small sample size, but I wonder if it's going to be a thing where on Raw he's got the situation with Maria, the kind of Maury Povich seemingly inspired stuff about whether he's a father or not, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Been on 205 Live, he just goes there and that's where he vents.
Yeah.
That's where he lets it all out.
I like that.
That could be an interesting dynamic.
Okay.
Where he's got to take care of his pregnant wife on Raw, and in the process she kind of dumps on him a lot.
Yeah.
And because I'm kind of led to believe that might be the case because Drake addressed it.
Yeah.
Said, I know you got your own issues going on. And so he comes to 205 Live, and he doesn't feel like, Maria's, if she makes unreasonable demands, it insults my manhood essentially.
Yeah.
Saying you might not be the father of this child. That's got to be tough from a character standpoint for him to deal with on Raw. He goes to 205 Live, and any frustration he has takes it out there.
Well, that kind of stuff hinders your performance too, like in the ring wrestling. Mm-hmm. Like whenever there was a time where like something happened to me, and like I'm talking like in a shoot when I had a real match, dude, it would mess with me. Like if I had a coach say something to me that questioned me as a competitor, oh, dude, I'd feel like crap.
Yeah.
I couldn't wrestle as hard or like want to compete. So I wonder if they're going to kind of go with that vibe.
They might, especially on Raw, where if he has a match there, I'm sure Maria's like the first one they had, where she's like, oh, come on, you call yourself a man, you're doing this, and then he goes to 205 Live, and it's just like every little bit of pent up frustration, he takes it out on the competitors.
So that I think's cool because that's carrying over to between both brands.
Exactly. Main event: Oni Lorcan versus Ari Daivari. Anything goes match. There's some really fun moments in this. The first and foremost, probably the chair spot on the outside.
Yeah.
The back body drop. But the Ari Daivari doing that splash off the ladder, harkening back to HBK doing the same thing in WWE's first televised ladder match, was pretty cool. Finish was cool too. So Arya sets up a couple of tables right next to each other in the corner, goes for a move off the top. Oni reverses, hits a superplex, just kind of lands on top of him for the win. Kind of reminiscent of the finish of the Miz Shane match at Mania this past year. But it was fun.
No, I thought this match was fun. I love watching Oni wrestle, man.
Yeah.
And because it's funny, because in Indies he was Biff Busick.
Yeah.
And we just called him Biff. Excuse me. There was one time we had a Halloween party at my house.
Yeah.
And someone lit candles or something, and we were playing like water pong.
Yeah.
And like Biff's just kind of watching, and he was dressed as a pirate, so he has like, I forget what kind of thing, like some long sleeve shirt.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and he just has his arm set on this table, and all of a sudden his arm got caught on fire. He just goes, "Oh no!" But luckily, like, we put it out, so
Oh
he
my
wasn't
gosh.
burned or anything.
That's crazy.
But that's like one of my favorite like memories I had with him, because it was at our house, and the
That
next
is
thing you know,
funny.
his arm got caught on fire with his long sleeve
That's funny.
pirate shirt. But God, Biff is awesome. Or, well, Oni Larkin.
He's got the best face, man.
Oh yeah, like, dude, he's great.
It's
But
pretty
yeah, this
cool.
match is really fun to watch.
It was fun. After that, there was a brief Tony Nese video package, kind of going through their whole history together. Drew's totally winning that match.
Yeah, like you guys said in the past, you think Tony's more of the kind of guy that should
He's a
chasing
he needs
the
to
title,
chase, yeah.
and Drew's the guy that should hold it. And,
Totally.
He's great.
Let's answer some questions.
Yeah.
Planet Mars says, I host a podcast myself. The Put Over Podcast is a talk show, and it's been going for 3 years. Having a hard time breaking out, even if I've interviewed famous guests like Billy Gunn. Any tips?
What's it called?
The Put Over Podcast.
Put Over Podcast. Yeah, what do you suggest? I have no idea about podcasts on how to do that tough stuff.
I mean, for us, we had the benefit of starting this off with a bit of a built-in audience because of our machinima stuff. And we kind of started, maybe about 3 years ago in earnest. And it just took, for us, we were just chipping away at it, and we struck gold with one video. Is when the Page got arrested in Vegas thing. That blew up for us. That got a lot more eyeballs on what we were doing. And after that, things really picked up steam. It depends, or if you're doing solely audio or if you're doing video as well. I mean, the one thing I always kind of say is you got to be consistent with your schedule. You got to be consistent with the quality of your show. People need to know what to expect.
Yeah.
When they click on that, whether in terms of when they're getting new content, when the quality of the show, all that kind of stuff. That building a community around the show, which I know even with a small listener base may seem difficult.
Yeah.
But if you can really cultivate that, whether it be on social media or YouTube, wherever, people will invariably share things they're into. And if they're into your show, they'll tell people to check it out.
That's cool.
Gosh, there's always one other thing.
Well, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna give them a subscription.
There you go. You got one new listener
Yeah,
right here.
I'm gonna listen to you guys because I love podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's my only form of real entertainment is listening to podcasts. So I don't play video games. I barely watch TV. I'd rather listen to a podcast than do anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give you guys a listen.
There you go.
Yeah.
There used to be. I used to have my three C's of what I've learned at YouTube, and one was continuity. Oh, consistency. Consistency. That's what it was. Consistency, community. It's been a while since I've talked about it, so I forgot the third one.
So content, consistency,
community. Yeah, I can't remember what the other C was.
Because I need to get my YouTube channel more active.
Yeah.
So that's something like even I'm thinking about is like so that's kind of consistency, content, community.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
for me, like consistency is tops because people need to know when to expect new stuff. They need to know that with every episode, week in and week out, the quality is going to be the same.
Yeah.
And then once you start getting an audience, developing that community to kind of spring up around your product.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Show.
Yeah.
Brandon Garza, do you think people will continue to go back to NXT to fight Kushida, for instance, after the creative shakeup takes hold? Maybe, but then you don't want to have the idea that NXT is a dumping ground for people who
don't have anything going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Tyler Breeze makes sense because he was NXT forever.
Yeah.
Full Sail crowd loved him.
Yeah.
That's the situation where it makes sense.
And like, Tyler's a creative guy,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I've said this, that he's done some coaching in the performance center.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he just wants to give back as much as he can. I think he also lives in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So
more
for him,
convenient than anything.
it's nothing.
Yeah.
Same with Apollo Crews. He also lives in Orlando.
Yeah.
His wife's from there.
Orlando's kind of the hotbed for wrestling.
It is. A lot of guys they live there, or Texas or whatever, North Carolina. Those are like the three main areas.
Joshua Martinez. Do you know North Carolina has state income tax?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because I know Texas and Florida don't.
Yeah.
Or does Texas?
I think Texas doesn't have state income tax.
Oh, okay. Nevada doesn't.
Yeah, Nevada doesn't. I know Texas doesn't. Nevada doesn't. I think
Florida doesn't.
Yeah, Florida doesn't either have state income tax.
Joshua Martinez. Damn, Cal. I'm at work here in Corvallis. Might get me some American Dream pizza for lunch now.
Oh, nice. You should, Joshua
sounds-
Martinez.
That sounds good.
Also, by the way, get a pint and a slice between 2 to 5. That's what I always do. You get
Yeah.
a nice pint, you get a slice for $5.
Oh, good deal.
Oh, it's awesome. Also, Joshua Martinez, you should come watch my match in Eugene, Oregon, where I take on Hammerstone October 13th.
There you go. Check it out.
And also, I'm going to be in Corvallis October 12th. I'm going to go watch Oregon State play against Utah, and I'll just be there in
Cool.
Oregon that weekend. So
There you go.
Martinez, you want to grab a pint and a slice? Let me know. American Dream.
American Dream. 435 says Woodstock's pizza better than American Dream pizza.
It depends. Woodstock's okay.
All right.
That's another Corvallis.
They have
pizza
a
place.
shirt as cool as that one though. Woodstock.
No, they
All right,
don't.
American Dream
Woodstock's cool. They had good music.
Yeah.
That's about it. But I think like the pizza at Woodstock. It's a little bit, I think, greasier, which adds to the flavor. But it's drier at American Dream is greasier, which gives it more flavor.
Yeah,
Woodstock is drier,
Yeah.
but thicker crust.
Okay, so it depends what you're into.
Yeah, exactly. Depends what you're into.
Jay Sean Lawrence asked, I guess me, the Power Rank podcast partner, Steve, Cal, Mayhem, Luchando. I'll do this. There's 2 tiers. Tier 1 is Steve and Cal. Tier 2 is probably blank. Tier 3, that might be blank too.
Yeah.
Tier 4, no, sorry. There's 3 tiers. Tier 1, Steve and Cal. Tier 2, there's nobody. Tier 3 is Luchando. Tier 4 is Mayhem.
Yeah. I'll say you gotta put Steve's number 1. I'm second, and I'll put Mayhem. I don't. Luchando's not bad.
Luchando and I go way back.
Yeah. So, maybe tie Luchando and I for second, and then have.
No, you're second.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not gonna give Luchando that much credit.
All right,
I
that
never
works.
will. That's why he's like tier 3.
He's tier 3.
There's tier 3.
And then Mayhem, when he was on, he just bashed.
That's like tier 0.
Yeah.
He's way at the bottom.
He just bashed it the whole time.
He just comes up here and is
Oh.
bash. Karen says, "Dang, Larson, that's cold." You know what? The amount of money that Mayhem's taken out of my pocket.
I know. He bankrupt you almost.
Oof. I know almost. I've eaten spinach basically nonstop for the last 8 months
Yeah.
because of Adam.
You were
Mayhem.
eating like their chips, like a bag of chips.
Yeah,
and
I eat
spinach.
chips and spinach.
Chips
Whatever
and
I get for a
spinach.
couple bucks. That's
Yeah.
what I have to eat.
Yeah.
I eat spinach because it's got some actual nutrition to it.
Yeah. What's this? Planet Mars crossover Cal help both our channels. If you guys want, I don't know. I'm not help anybody. Damn it.
There you go.
Everyone has a voice.
Larson Hunter creator Greg Morris here on the Patreon asks, Larson, book a takeover with a Beat the Clock challenge theme. What does the winner get? Also, his birthday was on Tuesday. Is that your way of wanting a birthday shout out? Happy birthday, Greg Morris, creator of Larson Hunter. Well, I guess it'd be takeover Beat the Clock.
Yeah.
And you have a series of matches, and whoever beats the clock wins their match the shortest time. Obviously, gives Adam Cole for the NXT title.
Yeah.
Guess that'd have to be it.
Yeah. Man, I could see that'd be cool if you see like all the big bastards they have there. You see like Punishment, and then Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And then
Dan Matha, whatever his name is now.
I don't know about Dan Matha. He doesn't need to be on.
Jonah Rock's a pretty
he's big.
Pretty thick dude.
He's a thick dude. All these big hosses competing to
There
get
you
to
go.
Adam Cole.
It's kind of a combo Beat the Clock challenge in your Haas pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Kinniku Boneman, what's some of your favorite women wrestler entrance themes? Asuka's is great.
Asuka's is awesome.
Asuka's theme is fantastic.
Yeah.
The new Io one was great. It was very dark.
Yeah.
Brooding, combined
Hers
with the
is really
Tron.
good. Is this just NXT or is this in general?
Just anybody.
I really liked when Sasha Banks first came out,
Yeah.
and especially when she did that takeover match, she came out in the car.
Yeah, that was cool.
Music sounded really good. I mean, she had her cousin Snoop rap to her music that one
Mania,
time.
yeah.
That was amazing. What else?
Shayna's is good.
Shayna's is really good. I like Shayna's.
Bailey's is catchy.
When hers first came out, it fit her perfectly.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like...
Oh, Ember Moon. Ember Moon's is great.
Ember Moon's awesome. I think I like Ember Moon's the most.
Alex Foster, Caljack, do you know anything about Kona Reeves? Is there more to him than we've been missing?
He was trained by
Alpha?
Alpha, yeah. He started there, played JUCO football. He's from Orlando, and he's kind of a weird guy.
Yeah.
Best way to put it. He was trying to do this like really awkward gimmick. And then that kind of carried over to when they were training and stuff. So everyone's like, all right, Kona's getting really awkward. But other than that, I don't have any problems with him.
He's being very method about it, huh?
He was super method with it. But man, hey, he's got a gimmick. He's got a character on the show. So props to him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a decent worker.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Big Butter Jesus. I know it'll never happen, but bring Imperium to the main roster. It adds Cesaro and Aleister Black. Drop Alexander Wolf. Heck of a faction there. Don't sleep on Alexander Wolf, man.
No, he's good.
He's good.
He's really good. And he's a really awesome guy.
Yeah.
Wolf's top, dude. He's good. He's good people.
He's a great promo, too. He's got a great voice.
He was around when I was around, obviously, and he had this weird because it was like Fulton was doing a Hannibal Lecter gimmick at one time, as weird as that is, and then Alexander Wolf was kind of doing the same thing, and had this clock, and he kept going tick-tock.
That's pretty great.
Tick-tock, your time is almost up.
That's
and
pretty good.
So he was doing that kind of stuff, and then I wasn't sure with the name Wolf. Like, if he was going to keep that name, too. And then he got it. I'm like, what? You're Alexander Wolf? And he's like, yes, that's my name now. And then I was thinking, like, Corbin was the lone wolf.
Yeah.
So sometimes they, will X names if they're similar or whatever.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that with him.
That's cool.
So I thought that was great.
That's cool.
And, also, him moshing when he's insane.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
No,
That's great.
Alexander Wolf's really great. Keep him
And he goes way back with Walter. I think he was part of their group, maybe in WXW. Double check on that. The one and only Just AJ. How can WWE book Adam Cole on the main roster so he doesn't disappear like everybody else? Do they keep the faction together or split them up? If something isn't broken, you shouldn't fix it. Undisputed Era should come up as one cohesive unit.
Yep.
The odds of that happening, I don't know. Probably not very good. As long as Adam Cole has an opportunity to talk, he'll be okay.
I think he'll be fine. And I think he's versatile where they could use him for, if they wanted to have him kind of the same role as Corbin, they could do that. If they want him to do, like how Corbin was the manager or something. Like Adam Cole can do
GM,
it. A GM. They could have him be, with his versatility, his look, he looks like a Hollywood actor.
Yeah.
And I think that helps.
Yeah, he's a handsome dude.
He's a handsome guy. So they could use him kind of anywhere and everywhere. And he's a great wrestler, great worker.
Yeah, he is.
So
his wrestling skills really underrated.
He's a TV personality.
Totally.
So I think that if they're smart, they can do whatever they want with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep him with Undisputed when he first shows up. And imagine this, I heard this on another podcast where let's say Finn joins the club.
Yeah.
And then they could do a whole segment where they're like, oh, no one can contend without the club or whatever. And then you hear the shock the system.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be
awesome.
If Vince can get over the fact that he doesn't like
faction. Yeah, man, he needs to let that go.
Yeah, there's a lot that Vince needs to
especially like we were talking about which group would be better fitted for which brand between you have Raw and SmackDown. What maybe since Bischoff likes factions, maybe they would be better on SmackDown.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, especially if they want SmackDown to be the more kind of sports-centric show.
Yeah.
Focus on the in-ring action.
And they're a team as much, as a faction, but they are a team.
Yeah, that could be good. Well, we'll end on that one. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Patrons and YouTube channel members, stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes for Overrun. And until then, we'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.